label us anti-Semitic. We the Israelites, blacks, native Hispanics. The Germans get locked up for the Holocaust. Meanwhile, black people still up in the Holocaust. 100 million of us died in the transatlantic. 6 million died. Y'all want the world to never forget it. You can never be a Jew. You a Ashkenaz. This ain't a star dum-dum. A gun die or die. Yeah, Yeezy told the truth and got ostracized. Not one person in the Bible had on a yarmulke. We were slaves in America like we was in Egypt. Y'all don't even fit the curses in the Torah neither. Y'all was blind to the truth. I had to make it clear how Jerusalem, your land, your people came from Europe. That was 1947. Your menorah got 9 sticks. It's really only 7. Yeah, it's us against the world. Armageddon. This what happened when you inherit lies from your ancestors. Y'all the synagogue of Satan with them black hats. Your whole nation sitting ducks, Aflacs, bunch of thieves and culture vultures ain't nothing kosher. To tell the truth, you vagabonds don't have a culture. Macedonia, Alexander and Philip, you a convert, so tell me, how the fuck is you Israel? That don't make you the people just cause you litter. Why my people can't hate your people like y'all hate Hitler? All the prophets was black and was called nigga. Y'all don't even fit the description that's in the scriptures. Abraham, all the way down to Jacob, we the real Jews. Y'all don't study Christ, y'all follow the Talmud. Keep it real, yeah, let's keep it real. Cold hard truth, it give you chills. Say y'all Jewish cause y'all ain't really them. About to do them like Hammond, it's the Feast of Purim. You BK undefeated, this an easy win. We was born fighting, y'all the evil twin. Jacob took hold of his heel, then out came his little red bastard and they kosher deals. It's only 12 tribes, y'all trying to make it 13. Esau despised his birthright, the Lord cursed him. You ain't the devil, who is? I'm still searching. Ask your rabbi why he get them babies herpes. I don't know what's worse, that or you claiming that you a Maccabee. I'm about to cancel, everybody try to cancel ye. I ain't afraid to speak, that's what I do. They riding to the core, I'm just judging them by their fruit. Cause they ain't suffering curses. If I was carnal, I promise I'll punch you in person. I know this is an uncomfortable subject. They making millions off our culture and black people suffering from it. Yeah, they don't believe in Christ. They the Antichrist. Make a living off of niggas. They're a parasite. I ain't afraid to tell the truth. Niggas terrified. I'm about to go DEFCON 4. I ain't satisfied.
That is proof. That is absolute proof that they know we are the real Jews. That's absolute proof. Now you got the records. Go find me a white Jew on any archaeology in Egypt anywhere. You will never find a piece of archaeology with white people as slaves in Egypt. So don't tell me that they were slaves and it's their identity, and they know it. And I know the blasphemy of them. The Lord knows the blasphemy of you so-called white people that say you are Jews and you are not Jews. You are not the people of the law. You are not God's chosen people. God's chosen people are living in the ghettos of America. God's chosen people are in poverty and depression in the streets of America. God's chosen people are walking around in America with no identity. That's where God's chosen people are.
All jokes aside, you know how niggas be like, I'm this and that for life, this and that for life. I'm on rest for life, nigga, this a blood oath. Hey, yo, Madara, here go a class for you, my nigga. 140 for the rebel. The world turned its back on me. I'm a cripple. We got soldiers, he got soldiers, but I got different ones. Ain't no way out, I tell you once. Don't pray for nothing, send a curse. We can't forgive us for forbidden. Remain in them trenches. Trust in the Lord, but please forgive me for the times that I did. If rankings give me, have your respect to your apprentice. Be about your business. This loyalty's a death sentence. Look, trying to pick up with a blind fail. They said there'll be many mansions. I'm just grinding for my time share. Them devils ain't playing fair. They hunt you like Van Pelt. But ain't no getting out the game like Jumanji. You take that oath, it's a Dundee. They try to deal death to a priest. You won't make it out in one piece. So you can stand. Just make sure you got the heart. Say your name 3 times, then it's death do us part. Look. So how you feel about this truth I done shown? This ain't the life you think, little nigga. I should want. Even your own people go this zone. And the Lord said they hate you for my name, so you better keep it on. Ain't Ain't no more guessing, ain't no more questions. Make sure my election till I'm tucked away like George Jetson. Murder for capital, now it's murder at the Capitol. The world in amazement, we like fuck 'em, raise it. I pity those watching life as it go by. Be giving mercy in this life, I don't know why. In pump smoke, never try to. The dead at home, my brother be the dead and sold out on the photo. Salute my nigga. They like, how you stay focused? I told them I'm motivated cause of you, my nigga. Brotherhoods and weapons, still got weapons on the scene. Now I never do my niggas like Bishop did Raheem. Never mind in all beliefs, they under anesthesia. Shorty say she need me, said she wanna let that love go. Told I let that love grow. But if I bring you to my bed, that's a blood oath. So, how you feel about this truth out of show? This ain't the life you think, little nigga. I should want even your own people gon' disown. And the Lord said they hate you for my name, so you better keep it on. Yeah.
Yeah, those are messed up, no. Bad news is to beat your home, nigga. Yeah. Go on, get on that ass real quick one time. 144, baby.
They said you get on, you gon' represent. I said, of course. Soon as they crank that beat, I ride that bitch just like a horse. She about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, me whole car. Yeah, ain't know they call me Obi-Wan. I go with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You either low or this Lord, so that bitch is either or. Yeah, I know them niggas ain't cut like that. I swear I'm to our core. Wait up, let me make a call right quick. I'ma start another war. I was hurting when she left, but I don't care about anymore. I need a Vaseline like my Nina pop before I took a Zach, watch the dark. Matter of fact, like a dart. Any problem, let them come. We gon' snatch they soul like Shane Shaw. Put them out of service, keep them tools like Miss Harper. Try to hold me, it's way too late. I'm headed straight to the safe. Throw that one up like a trophy. I'm that nigga, ain't no debate. Told them boys we taking notes. Call them up like set the date. This shit a piece of cake. Yeah, my bitches came from Whole Foods. Told them put on that top 3. Then bring me my house shoes. Don't make excuses, make moves. These niggas ungrateful, gotta show them UPK rules. I'm making hits like I can't lose. They said you get on, you gon' represent. I said of course. Soon as they crank that beat, I ride that business like a horse. She about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, me whole car. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan. I come with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You even low on this Lord, so that bitch is either or. Yeah, I know them niggas ain't cut like that. I swear I'm to our core. Yeah, I just got off the call. I'ma start another war. Spit a plate up with my niggas, get your knife and your fork. They ain't locked in with the count and when you speaking to me fart. Yeah, I just took the floor. Ain't no cowards in my campaign. They can't stop the campaign. Tell them bring the champagne. They know I'm a champion. They can see the outcome. Get them niggas bad, got them tied down and outdone. You can't do with them steps. Them niggas been down since day one. We run up the bands, bitch like Dylan. They say you get on, you gon' represent. I said of course. Soon as they crank that beat, I read that bitch just like a horse. Yeah, about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, we whole part. Yeah, ain't know they call me Obi-Wan. I come with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You either low or this low, so that bitch is either or. I told you niggas, you ain't cut like that. I swear I'm to our car. And I just made it call. We gon' start another war. Yeah.
She said she is submissive, I don't know. He said he also smoke, I don't know. All my niggas down to run and go. She said she is submissive, I don't know. He said he really down and wanna go.
She got that woo, it's like the kingdom of heaven. I was fighting demons and dragons, heart on her sleeve and it's tatted. Used to like bitches that's ratchet, yeah, I was out of my mind, yeah. Said that shit too many times, yeah, I was just trying to vibe, yeah, too many signs, yeah. She got that woo, it's like the kingdom of heaven. I was fighting demons and dragons, heart on her sleeve and it's tatted. Used to like bitches that's ratchet, yeah, I was out of my mind, yeah, too many times, yeah, I was just trying to vibe, yeah. Said this shit too many times, yeah. It's supposed to be forever. We try to make it work, but it seemed like when we tried, it only makes shit worse. I'm like, fuck all this shit cause it come with too much, but I ain't the type to give up. Leave you on red while you typing shit up. Fuck how you feel, bitch, I just keep it a buck. Goddamn, it's not what I signed up for. Keep thinking this shit again, yeah, you gon' find out though. Yeah, can't let a bitch do me like Will. Nah, yeah, I got way too much zeal. Yeah, don't play about this shit, I'm for real. Yeah, break your little heart, you won't heal.
She said she is submissive, I don't know. He said he wants to smoke, I don't know. All my niggas down to run and go. She said she is submissive, I don't know. He said he really down and wanna go. I'm a star, baby girl, I can glow in the dark. Let me know now who y'all free start. Don't play with me cause I'm not a good talk. I ain't got a lot, but I real take it far. I ain't got a lot, but I'm dealing with a lot. I ain't got a car, but I still take it far. Back down, I will never back down. I will never back down, no. I'm sitting down cause you know I'm on go. A nigga to my bitch, but I really let her go. Met a new rib and she pretty from the loo. She don't really give a nigga stress like you. She don't really get upset like you. I'm still that dude, I still won't lose. I still won't lose, I won't lose. I will never really lose. Dealing with some stress, I ain't really in the mood. Dealing with some stress, I ain't really in the mood. She said she is submissive, I don't know. He said he wants to smoke, I don't know. All my niggas down and run and go. She said she is submissive, I don't know. He said he really down and wanna go. Backstage.
You ain't no Israelite, but you a gospelite, bitch.
Fuck you talking about?
If that nigga won't walk, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to find us. Hawk, I keep that stick locked, loaded, but he'll fade you line up. Young nigga named the Slayer. What you think, boy? You be done to try. Soft cold shit, we bite it. UPK, you solid. Little bitch think I'm crazy, think I'm playing like bitch, I ain't the one. Warfare every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right round the way. What you think? I love this brotherhood. Hood. More than you, bitch. Sharp on shit, I'm about it. UPK too solid. Fuck nigga don't want war. It ain't enough clips in your army. All the bitches wanna take my piece. All the hoes wanna take my piece. All the nigga wanna take my piece. No, I can't let a dog take it from me. I can't let a dog take it from me. You a hoe study and you dummy. And these bitches really out this bitch walking around like they don't know nothing. And the lame nigga fall for them and get set up for the coins and get gunned down, man down. Should've took the time, get a damn no. But I see the starter and I show her. She could never get a piece home. You a dirt ass, rust ass neck bitch with a fake ass jury. In Tennessee while I'm touring. It's a Tennessee, but she luring. And a sucker duck bitch ass boy, fuck nigga over that bit muggin'. I say, if that nigga won't walk, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to find us. Hawk, I keep that stick locked, loaded, but he'll fade you line up. Young nigga named the Slayer. What you think, boy? You be done to try. Soft cold shit, we bought it. UPK, you solid. Little bitch think I'm crazy, think I'm playing like bitch, I ain't the one. Warfare every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right round the way. What you think? I love this brotherhood. Hood. More than you, bitch. You a lame nigga down to me. Eat candy, but I'm sucker free. You a little nigga, ain't nothing to me. Base up, boy, I fit a beat. Yeah, AR-223. Draco with a magazine. Yeah, that clip run like limousine. I shoot your ass in the spleen. Boy, I bust your ass in the temple. We debating by the temple. Tell the truth, boy, you's a victim. and you squirm off like a lizard. Nigga walk down my road, why does nigga come down my road? Boy, come down my road, boy, I charge a ass toll fee. I'm a real big priest, nigga. UBK play for keys, nigga. Commanding to get a damn order, but ain't nothing me to damn kill you. I stuck in his ass like a cat. All weapons, boys full of tech. Boy, like a close combat. Nigga got popped off for a neck. If that nigga won't walk, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to find us. Hawk, I keep that stick locked, loaded, boy, he'll fade you line up. Young nigga named the Slayer. What you think, boy? You be done to try. South Coast shit, we bout it. UPK, you solid. Little bitch think I'm crazy, think I'm playing like bitch, I ain't the one. Walk back every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right round the way. What you think? I love this brotherhood or hood? More than you, bitch.
Christ said 7 women gonna be on one nigga in the end time. Nigga, fuck wrong with you, boy. Stress by that damn whole ass bitch. Fake ass nigga too. Dumb ass motherfucker. Fuck you.
Yeah, you know what it is. 140 for the rapper, busy man shit, nigga. They take their head over, nigga.
I read what Eve did to Adam, I just pray my love don't lie to me. Swing the iron like Samson, I can't let no holder lie to me. I don't feel these rappers, all they lies is hypocrisy. Ain't no competition, ain't no rivalry. Niggas think I'm playing, I don't hear one word they saying, this shit light work. Think Muhammad one of us, he might lose his life first. Suckle up and stay alert. Another cop just stretch the nigga. He ain't demon, this an exorcism. Watch I bless the nigga. You took that oath in blood, then you know I'm gonna get active with you. From the opposition, I see vision. Let me paint the picture. Rappers claim they spit and I ain't listening. Is in fact the fear. If revenge was a woman, now I stole that bitch like Jacob. So I war, we gon' run the summer. It's gonna be historical. Thought they making plays, made them niggas call the audible. Ask who run this shit, but that question is rhetorical. Bitch, I'm the one, me cookies with the oil. I'ma get them crackers, hell, should've never kidnapped my family. I can't be too baby, bet I be the last nigga standing. Do a life sentence for my niggas, pray you understand me. I might put a switch on this Glock and call it young baby. How you real trigger on them dots? You a bird feeder, claiming he a demon. What's a demon to a cold leader? When he saying something, I ain't hear this shit like it ain't all who got this gun, it's all who gon' up that fight first. I turn a bad situation to a game change. Bring soldiers from the dead, just raised up the chains. 6 shots, I'ma look like Aaron Jones when I run it. Never bite the hand and feet, so you'll never get that hand back. He bitching about 10%, I don't wanna hear none of that. He dropping sword, fuck him, just make sure you get that cover back. Look around, he ain't with us, probably cause he never was. Now my chin like you with the angel.
You gonna read up here? There you go, read it. I'm gonna check something out real quick. This is the Israelite School of Universal. Nah, I can't teach with this mic. I need a stand or something. I can't do this for 2 hours either. All right, this is the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. Started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yohana, where we teach so-called blacks, Hispanics, and natives the truth about the Bible, that they are God's chosen people, the Israelites, the true Jews, and other Israelites of the Bible. And your Christian church has been lying to you. It's been lying to you so much you don't know left from right, up from down, Democrat from Republican, right from wrong. But I'm here to tell you the truth tonight, get you all the way straight, brothers and sisters. The class is titled Who Satan Is and How He Relates to Kamala Harris. It's titled that because I was originally just going to talk about Kamala Harris all night for 2 hours long. But there was a very kind sister who messaged us and on our Instagram, on our Facebook, whatever, the Messenger app. And she asked a question, and I'll read it here today. And then, I'll do my best to answer it. If the sister is not satisfied, if she's watching, of course, if the sister is satisfied or not satisfied, I might go into it and more in depth later. But let me see here. Let me go to our TikTok or Instagram. I think TikTok would be better. All right, I'm gonna play the video she watched from where her question derives. Yeah, ISUBK Kaleem TikTok. Can you search ISUBK Kaleem?
Oh, let me see.
No sign Christ. We are shadow bands on anywhere you're probably watching this. So go ahead and give us a like, a follow. You know, we gonna the Lord would appreciate it. You could do it the minimal. All right, so pull up the video that is stitched. I'll point it out to you. Go up to the click ISUBK Kaleem. Now go
Do you think
now,
Jesus Christ is white?
now that one. God versus the devil.
Why would
You could just play it, yeah, full screen and play it. So
I don't see the full screen on this one.
yeah, just run it. All right.
Satan torture and burn people for disobeying the same God he disobeyed?
Listen, that brother brought out a great point.
All right,
What y'all learning in church is
it's almost too much for Rakyat. It's too much for Rakyat on the screen. Okay, now the question is, why would Satan punish and torture people in hell for disobeying the same God he disobeys? Now that confused a lot of Christians. That's going to confuse most everybody, Muslims, anybody who's ever touched the Bible. A Satanist wouldn't even understand that.
Right.
A Satanist who believes that his God is Satan, and that if he sacrifices enough to the angel Satan, that he will win that heavenly war and they will do evil forever. I think that's what they believe. The reason that's confusing to you is because Satan isn't actually a rebelling angel against the Most High. Satan is a angel in complete order, lockstep with the Most High God. Your Christian church lied to you about it. Your Christian church told you, they spun and mixed the story like Hades. They want to pertain Hades to Satan and things like that. When Hades and Satan are two different entities. One's mythology and one is real.
Right.
Satan is one of the Most High's angels, and his job is to test the weak. See if you're weak. See if you care more about your pleasure or your lust more than the Most High, man. Let me get the proof for you right here. I know you don't believe it, but first, all right. So the sister, she watched that video. Let me read her question. The sister asked, her name is, I think it's Princess Personality on Instagram. Is I cannot tell if you were being serious or not, and I see you're an Israelite, so I'd like to see and understand where you're coming from. And then she basically, that's her asking, what does the video mean, right?
Right.
So later on through the conversation, I asked her if she wanted a deeper breakdown. I could teach it in class, and now here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Let me get Job chapter 1 and verse 6. I'm going to show you right here in the Old Testament how Satan came to counsel. The Lord called all his sons into heaven, all his angels into heaven. When it says the sons of God, it could be talking about Israelites or it could be talking about angels. In this context, it's talking about angels. All right. So go ahead and read that when you got it.
Find us the book of Job, chapter 1.
Yeah, you can use the mic if you want to.
This is the book of Job, chapter 1 and verse 6. Now there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves before the Lord.
When you come to present yourself, it is not I snuck. What a Christian would try to say is Satan snuck in. Satan snuck back into heaven. Let me tell you Christian theology. Satan, through a rebellion against the Most High before Adam and Eve were ever created, which would have to be while the earth is being created, right?
Right.
And so during that time, he waged war, betrayed God because God loved humans more than angels. And Satan was jealous about it. And so Satan took all his rebellious angels and they were cast out of heaven. by the Most High. Well, what is Satan doing right here? Where is he at?
It's like, and Satan came also among them.
Satan is right here in heaven, presenting himself before the Most High. What Christians believe is not in the Bible.
Right.
That might be one of the major huddles for most people, learning and truly understanding what the Bible is saying. Christians are just lying on the Bible flat out. None of that. Satan was a beautiful angel in heaven. None of that's real. None of that's in the Bible. But the thing is, nobody cares.
Right.
Nobody cares. Everybody likes the stories now, but they don't like the proof. And this is the proof. Satan was never a rebellious angel against the Most High. This is Job much after Genesis, where Christians would allege that Satan was cast out, never to return unto heaven until he wins this rebellion he had started. Go ahead, keep reading.
Come on, verse 7. And the Lord said unto Satan, Whence comest thou? Then Satan answered the Lord and said, From going to and fro in the earth, and from walking up and down in it.
So the Most High sees Satan. Another reason, look, if you catch your ops lacking, what you gonna do?
Right.
If Satan and God are beefing, Satan walked in like the regular. He presented himself. Do you know what the word present means? It's like a roll call.
Right.
Imagine a roll call in school. They'll understand that one, I'll be up. Michael, present.
Right.
Gabriel, present. Satan, present.
Right.
I'm here, sir.
That's all.
Why if Satan is against God, then what is this? Break this down for me. You can't break it down for me. Your mind is a pile of goop right now. Right. You don't know what I'm even doing. It's because you drank the Kool-Aid. You drank the Kool-Aid. I'm trying to give you the antidote right now. Read that again.
And the Lord said unto Satan, Whence comest thou? Then Satan answered and said, From going to and fro in the earth, and from walking up and down in it.
So the Most High questioned Satan after the roll call, after every angel presented himself, like in a military fashion, order decently and in order. Satan had to give a report. The Most High said, Satan, where are you coming from? What's going on with your assignment? Like how they know that they say Gabriel is the angel of delivering messages, and Michael is an angel of war. Well, what do you think Satan's job is?
Right.
What do you think his job is? Angels have jobs. You know what the Christians say? His job is to turn on the lights. He's the electrician of heaven. He got all the stars. Turn it on. That's not in the Bible either. Satan's job is to test the weak.
Right.
Now we're gonna prove that. You should know because you be hooping and hollering for Christ if ever temptation reach you. You know what I mean? Well, you can keep reading. We're gonna get some more of that.
Come, verse 8. And the Lord said unto Satan, Hast thou considered my servant Job, that there is none like him in the earth?
Look, that's the Most High saying, have you tried to tempt Job? Have you seen how hardcore that brother is?
Right.
How nobody's like him in the earth. He ain't switching up on me for nothing, man. He's not weak. Job ain't a little crybaby. Job ain't the type of person to say, the Most High know my heart, God know my heart. That's what Christians do every time they sin or offend their brother or whatever the case might be. God knows my heart, not Job. Job is a holy man. Job stands on the Most High's business.
Right.
And the Most High is giving him praise in heaven. That's got to be a hell of a compliment.
Real talk.
I ain't gonna lie. That's a hell of a compliment. And he asking Satan, what does he think about Job? Keep reading.
A perfect and an upright man, one that feareth God and escheweth evil.
So he's saying, have you tried to tempt Job? Have you tried to see if he's weak? Test him. Go ahead. No, keep reading on.
Verse 9. Then Satan answered the Lord and said, doth Job fear God for naught?
Now they're having a conversation, of course.
Right.
They're having a conversation. You know, no drawn angelic swords, no IMAX movie theater scene, none of that.
Right.
A civil discourse. Satan says back, does Job fear you for no reason?
Right.
Job is, you know, Job is doing what you told him, and you're giving him what you told him you'd give him.
Right.
In a sense. Go ahead.
Verse 10. Hast thou not made a hedge about him and about his house and about all that he hath on every side, that has blessed the work of his hands, and his substance is increased in the land?
Look, Satan says, look, you are protecting and increasing Job. What could I tempt him with? He sees the reward of following you. He's doing everything perfectly, and you're doing everything you said you would do to him. There's nothing what can I tempt him with that you haven't given? He knows the law, he follows the law. I couldn't tempt him with none of it.
Right.
And you've given him everything, so now he doesn't want. What could I tempt him with?
Right.
Not like he ribless.
Right.
If he was ribless, I'd send a whore his way. If he was a poor man, I'd send some sort of person to give him an evil offer for money.
Right.
But he's fine. He's there. There's no angle I could test him in. That's what basically Satan is saying.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's what I'm getting to tonight, sister. Princess personality. Princess personified. That's the point I'm bringing. That's the point of that video I showed earlier. In the video you saw, Satan is not against God. Satan isn't going to be cast into hell. Satan is working with the Most High to show who's going to go into hell next.
Right.
Who's going into hell next? Drop that. Give me Matthew 10 and 28. Hell is not in a dimension that we all get transported into after we pass away. Hell is a place here on earth. The Bible calls this the place of judgment. The earth where you come and you live your life in that ghetto is hell. Your life in the barrio and that reservation, that's your hell.
Right.
Now, Satan, he tried your ancestors. He tried you in another life to see if you deserve to go there. And he was right. Are you going to let him be right again? That's the point of this video. You cannot be a fool. We cannot be fools anymore.
Right.
We cannot be led astray anymore. We got to understand what this Bible is saying and act accordingly. Go ahead, read what you got.
Come, it's the book of Matthew, chapter 10 and verse 28. And fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell.
All right, now, hey, young man Kerry, can you get Ecclesiastes 3 and 16? Damn, you want to do evil spirits too? Nah, I think it might be much.
Okay.
Look, but okay, so the brother just described what happens in hell. You can pull it back up. What happens in hell, you would say, you die here on earth and your soul goes up into heaven and the Most High looks at you and looks at all your sins. And then he judges you. He either puts you up top or down in hell below. But that's not what this is saying right here in the New Testament. This is right here in the New Testament says that your body and soul will be tormented together in hell.
Right.
What is it? So break that down.
Right.
Break that down for me, Christians. First thing, the understanding that Satan is not against the Most High is you got to understand what hell even is. You think it's this point, you think it's this evil dimension with 9 circles or whatever that get colder and weirder as they go down to some white man's imagination. Right. No, hell is your ghetto. Hell is the poverty you've had to suffer here in America. Hell is actually the planet Earth, no matter where you are, if you're so-called Black, Hispanic, or Native American Indian. You can never escape hell. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Right.
If you're LeBron James, you can get shot by a cop tomorrow. You think because LeBron James is rich, he can get away with it? If you if you try to run away into the woods, run away to try to find a better life, an oppressor will lock you up in his basement and or shoot you dead, or lock you up in an ice facility in a cage on the border.
Damn.
That's what's gonna happen to us because we are in hell no matter where we are on the planet Earth. If you're in Africa, you're gonna get scammed by Africans. Africans are gonna show you exactly why you're not them.
Right.
They're gonna take every dollar from you, give you every venereal disease on the planet Earth. Add a super to whatever VD you know. Super VDs, because you're not them. You're not them. You're God's chosen people that is written of in the Bible. And your hell is here. But it's going to change very soon.
Right.
Now, what side do you want to be on when it changes? Just like how, you see oppressors on different levels. There are, you got a Joe Biden, you got a Donald Trump, you got a Elon Musk, you got a Bill Gates. Or you could be just your manager.
Right.
You could be the manager over you right now.
Right.
Wherever you're working. I don't care if you're a nurse, a doctor. I don't care if you're a lawyer. I don't care if you own the firm. You still got a judge you report to, and your reputation in that judge's county entirely your career depends on that. So you got a boss no matter where you are, because this isn't your country. This isn't your rulership. And because of that, your oppressor has put you in the hellish conditions where you could never succeed.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's what the Bible is talking about. There's no dimension that your soul goes to after you die, and then you're tortured forever by Satan, who also somehow disobeyed God, and then you got all those other angels who somehow that's not what's happening.
Right.
It's not what's happening at all. You can read that again.
God, this is the book of Matthew, chapter 10 and verse 28. And fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell.
That's right. Get what you got, young man.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 3, verse 15.
16.
16, it's like it. And moreover, I saw under the sun the place of judgment, that wickedness was there.
Hold up, you're reading that too fast. They didn't hear nothing you just said.
Right.
The place of judgment is under where?
It's like it. The place, and moreover, I saw under the sun.
Under the sun? No, under the earth.
Under the sun.
In another dimension.
Under the sun.
No. I went to Sunday school.
Right.
I've been in church since I was about 8.
Right.
I know my Bible.
Right.
I think I do. That hell is definitely like it's on fire. Ain't no sun in it. It's dark, but it's on fire too at the same time. What does the Bible say?
I saw under the sun.
Keep reading.
The place of judgment.
Damn. So on Judgment Day, we gonna be under the sun,
right?
And that's where it is. That's where we gonna start the judgment and end the judgment.
Damn right.
That's the place of judgment. You don't go to heaven,
right?
Right. After you get judged in the courtroom, where you go after that?
Jail.
That's your place of judgment, brother.
Right.
If you either gonna be in hell on earth or in heaven on earth.
Right.
That's something you're gonna need to understand as well. Keep reading.
That wickedness was there in the place of righteousness.
Whoa, no. Righteous people aren't in a place of judgment. No. Righteous people are in heaven, brother. You got that. Read that again. I don't think you got it right.
That wickedness was there.
That makes sense. All right.
And the place of righteousness. That iniquity was there.
All of that's under the sun, brother. Your Bible messed up. You got a copy. You got a bad copy. I seen those before.
Right.
They time them Israelites pull up on me. They got bad copies of it. Right. Look, and that further proves my point that your place of judgment is right here in hell. You're worried about dying and going to hell. Your lying pastor inherited that lie from a slave master, and now he teaches it to you so you can be a good slave, no matter how much they kick us, beat us, burn our houses and cities down. You worry about forgiving them,
right,
so that you can go to heaven. So after all this torture and torment, ain't that what they worried about in hell?
Right.
After you do all this torture and all this torment, and they kill your grandmothers and your children and your husband and your wife, after you suffer all of that, now you can go to a better place. That's not in the Bible. That is not in the Bible at all. The righteous and the wicked, they're right in the same place, right next to each other.
Right.
But their lifestyles are completely different. Completely different. And you can see that. And if you don't believe it, just look at your oppressor and look at you. An oppressor, he could smoke crack like you. He could blow all his money like you. He could destroy his life like our lives are sometimes destroyed. But he will have a parachute and a cushion to save him that is generations old. He could call a rich cousin, a rich auntie, somebody to sponsor his rehab, somewhere else to live, and it'll be perfectly fine. It'll be like nothing happened. He'll laugh about it later. Yeah, I was wild in my 20s. Yeah, man, I was homeless for a little bit.
Right.
You're gonna die homeless. That's hell. Whatever you think they're going through, they're not going through it like you're going through. So like, drop that. Give me Deuteronomy 32, verse 22. Let me we got a couple of articles.
I got you.
I'm trying to find this video. Don't share the screen. This Kamala Harris video. Whenever you got it, go ahead and read it.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32, verse 22. For a fire is kindled in my anger, and shall burn unto the Lord's hell.
Now the Most High is talking about fire burning in hell. That sounds Christian to me.
Right.
That makes sense to me, brother. That's a good Bible you got right there. That's the right Bible. You switch Bibles on me?
No, sir.
That's you ain't go from, you ain't switch versions or nothing.
No, sir.
That Bible working today. Got good Wi-Fi on that Bible. Well, read on. What else to say?
And shall consume the earth.
What?
Shall consume the earth.
Nah, brother. The hell ain't on the earth, brother. What are you talking about? Wait, it'll consume. No, it'll consume another dimension. The Lord's anger. Nah, brother. You got a bad Bible. I mean, I told you just a second ago, his Bible bad.
Right.
It's his internet or something. He downloaded a jammed up Bible or something, brother.
Consume the earth.
What kind of Bible you reading from?
I have a King James version, sir.
Damn, that's crazy. What are we gonna say to this, man? Are we gonna deny? You know what a Christian will do? They'll deny the word of God for what their pastor taught them.
Facts.
You're in a cult. You're in a cult, brother. You're in a cult. You want to know what separates the ISUPK from everybody else? I could definitely be like, I don't think that's right, sir. I don't think that one. And then we are gonna have a talk about it.
Right.
I'm not gonna get shushed.
Right.
I'm not gonna get pushed away. We're gonna have a conversation, and we're gonna flesh it out. Not your church. The moment you come into your church reading the Bible, you're gonna get kicked out of your church. That's what's gonna happen to you. That's just what's gonna happen. But read that from the top.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32, verse 22. For a fire is kindled in my anger, and shall burn unto the Lord's hell.
Powerful scripture.
And shall consume the earth.
Oh, wait a minute. What?
Shall consume the earth with her increase, and set on fire the foundation of the mountains.
See, let me tell you something, man. You don't really get it. You don't really get, because your oppressor, he doesn't really understand the hellish predicament you're in. He doesn't really understand that hell is in the ghetto. You want to know what a white man would do if he was faced with the reality of having to be black? He'd jump off a building. Because he believes that death is better than that. He believes that death is better than being in your ghetto. Death is better than being in poverty, being a poor like we are. That's what they believe. If you don't believe it, look, do I gotta Google something that shows you about all the stockbrokers who crap out and jump off of sky-rise buildings? People who lose their white men and who lose their jobs and shoot their whole family in the unalive their home. I'm not. They delete their whole family. Do I got to show you that? That's how afraid they are of the poverty that we somehow manage to suffer every day. Brothers and sisters, your ghetto is hell. Don't let anybody tell you different. Your ghetto is hell. And I'm going to tell you something. The reason you want to be a star, the reason you want to be in Hollywood, the reason you want to be an influencer, the reason you want to be rich, because you know that will get you a little closer to what heaven really is like. That's heaven. Heaven is a place, Hakuna Matata, whatever you want to call it. You ain't got too many worries. The Bible calls money a defense. You want to get out of your hell and go into the other side, which would be heaven. That's why you want to be rich. That's why you're at the Diddy party. That's why you're doing all these evil things, because you'll do more evil just to get out of the suffering that we have as judgment from the Most High in that ghetto that we're born in. Man. You better do the right thing. You better do the right thing and suffer long as the Most High would have you do. Be a righteous woman or a righteous man and live your life according to the Bible. But that'll be it for that sister and her question. Let me check the chat real quick. Somebody's name is Matthew 15:24. That's amazing. All right, brother, look. Pull for me this. Give me whole Deuteronomy 7:3. I'm gonna talk to everybody about Kamala Harris for a little bit here. Kamala Harris is now in line to be the nomination for the Democrats to run for the United States presidency. Now, she has amassed so much wealth, so much money, so much popularity from Black people, especially Black women. I have something to tell my sisters. Kamala Harris is not a sister. Even though she's an AKA member, even though she got hot sauce in her purse. One time she cooked collard greens in a bath, or washed collard greens in a bathtub. I know it feels so bad, and she lightly brown, just like a lot of AKAs or whatever you want to call it. You feel like she's Black. She told you she's Black. Brothers and sisters, Kamala Harris is not Black. Kamala Harris is of a nation that serves Satan. That's a fact. That she is an Edomite by blood and heritage, and what's the word? Inheritance. She will inherit everything that her father's father has given her. That what her father's father would have earned, she will earn it. And that's why Kamala Harris is so famous and rich and successful.
Right.
Because her great granddaddy was a slave plantation owner, and her great granddaddy was a slave plantation owner. And we're gonna break that down tonight. I pray that this opens your eyes for a little moment. I'm gonna get the precepts about it. I'm gonna pull some more. I don't have these. I'm gonna just quote them if you could pull them. But Carrie, if you could get that for me.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 3.
Let's get that first, sorry.
Neither shalt thou make marriage with them. Thy daughter thou shalt not give unto his son, nor his daughter shall thou take unto thy son.
Okay, all right. So the Bible is very preferential with the races applied. You could say it's racism. You could say whatever you want to say. If you're a Christian, I know that if I said racism, you would stop believing in the Bible. But the Bible says that if whatever you are, if you're an Israelite, it's speaking to the Israelites in this verse. You're an Israelite, you're not supposed to marry the daughter or the sons of any other nation outside of these 12 tribes. That's what the Bible is saying. To do so would be a sin. To do so would be an infraction against the Most High power. And I'm going to show you what it looks like when that happens. I'm going to show you what it looks like because you now become a greater sympathizer for your oppressor. Go ahead and read that first article. It should be the Irish Times. You read the title and then, yeah, you got it.
This is the Irish Times. Kamala Harris is a descendant of an Irish slave owner in Jamaica.
Now look, black people are gonna be like, "That's not her though." Kamala not black though,
right?
Kamala hasn't done a single black empowering thing in her whole presidency, and I'm gonna get that later. Kamala Harris has done her best. Now I do my best to wake up early in the morning to go to my job, and I make it there on time 98% of the time, right? Kamala Harris is 100% against niggas.
Right.
She has, her entire career has been disenfranchising and imprisoning men, black men especially, not white men, not East Indian men, not Asian or Chinese men. Her record as a district attorney of the state of California is built on brick by brick a black soul to up her ante to where she got elected for office for some sort of mayoral or congressional seat. Now, if I'm black, I wouldn't do anything like that unless I'm, who that judge, even that Supreme Court justice, those two black Supreme Court justices, they wouldn't do anything nearly as evil as what Kamala Harris has done to black people. The black woman, Kadaji, whatever her name is, when she got, sworn in, her record was not nearly what Kamala Harris's record was. Kamala Harris was hunting you,
right?
If you were in the state of California, Kamala Harris was doing her best to get you locked up and blocking evidence if it exonerated you. I'll get that too. But go ahead and read the rest of that.
Okay. Genealogical research carried out by Northern Irish historian Stephen McCracken reveals Miss Harris's 4 times paternal great-grandfather, Hamilton Brown, was born in Co-Antrim in 1776.
Oh, hey, that's 4th of July. Y'all popping fireworks? Was y'all popping fireworks this year? Because niggas was not free.
Right.
Niggas was not free. I'm telling you, my boy. Look, yo, let me tell you something. Kamala Harris's great grandfather, what is that? 4 times, right?
Yeah.
So you got a father, you got a grandfather, then you got your first great grandfather,
right? Then
you got your second great grandfather. At most, that's around 400 years. This is 1776. It was under 300. It's about 300.
Right.
300 years ago, Kamala Harris's daddy, only imprisoning you, only putting niggas in chains to cut plantains, harvest fruit and wheat and whatever the case might be, whatever he was growing on his plantation. Fast forward into 2020 or 2016, what is Kamala Harris doing? His great granddaughter.
Right.
She is putting niggas in chains, locking them up even longer than they need to be, or unnecessarily. They don't need to be there at all. They're innocent.
Right.
They're completely innocent. That's who you serve. And we all know the 13th Amendment. The 13th Amendment is literally a way to get cheap or free labor from the population of America, which is just slavery 2.0. And and this is who you're voting for president. This is who you want to be president. Why? Because her skin is brown.
Right.
Because she has a vagina. That's why you want her to be president. I know black women who wanted Hillary Clinton to be president. Hillary Clinton was abducting Haitian little girls and boys for nefarious parties. Now, I'm not even gonna say that's a conspiracy, because a high-ranking member of the Hillary Clinton Foundation was arrested for trying to traffic little girls in Haiti. It's a fact. That's a fact. You could Google that. I'm not gonna say that's a conspiracy. Why the hell she got little girls in this van trying to get them out the country?
Right.
Hillary, you were voting for Hillary Clinton. Good night. Imagine if she would have succeeded.
Right.
I damn near wouldn't have seen so many more of my sisters. Blacks, Hispanics, and Natives have to sharpen their mind. Your mind is attracted to something bright, shiny, something that looks a little like you, something that sounds nice, but not everything that glitters is gold. Kamala Harris is a turd. Give me a better word. Can I get a better word than that? Kamala Harris is nothing.
Right.
Kamala Harris is spittle.
Right.
And she looks at us like that.
Right.
So I have to look at her like that. Kamala Harris hates blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. So why are you loving her? Why are you funding her campaign? Why are you giving her a pass as she lies to your face about how she grew up, talking about collard greens? She's from Jamaica. Her daddy from Jamaica. What do you know? I ain't never had a Jamaican cut. I was just in Arizona, camp leader Jamaican. He ain't say collard green one time.
Good night.
He ain't say collard green once. What is she talking about?
Right.
What else she lie about? She said, hot sauce in my purse.
It's insane.
Next, she gonna say, hey, yeah, we was hooping too.
Good night.
Baby, you got something to say? My rib is in the audience, y'all. Look, Kamala Harris, if you're voting for Kamala Harris this year, you're as uneducated as anyone voting for Donald Trump.
Right.
And I'm not saying Donald Trump is better. I'm saying he's as bad. But you're looking at Kamala Harris as if she's better, and she's not. Go ahead, keep going. Select. Okay.
Con. In 1776, the year of the Declaration of Independence, Brown immigrated to Jamaica, then a British colony, and became an enthusiastic slave owner on the sugar plantations.
Whoa, and a reluctant slave owner.
An enthusiastic slave owner.
Man, nah, he didn't really like that black people were slaves like that, really.
Was an enthusiastic slave owner.
You know how evil you gotta be to be recorded in history as an enthusiastic slave owner?
Right.
It's like we got evidence that you was really with this. You was really with it.
Right.
You was really with it. And that's what Kamala Harris is. She's really with it too. She's really with it. She a go-getter. Not like Kadaji. Kadaji, you want to know what they pressed Kadaji about? They pressed Kadaji about being too lenient to black people. Did you know that? In her Supreme Court hearing, they were like, some of these people you were nice to. Why were you so nice to them? Because they were black. She was like, I was nice to white people too. I don't know what to tell you. Not Kamala. Kamala Harris was enthusiastic about getting niggas in jail. Keep reading.
God. An enthusiastic slave owner on the sugar plantations that were the mainstay of the island's economy. He opposed the abolition of slavery.
Well, he did what?
He opposed the abolition of slavery.
No, Kamala Harris's great-great-granddad, he didn't want slaves to be on the island like that.
He opposed the abolition of slavery.
Kamala Harris has never talked about her ancestors, which are quite easily visible, in the books. Another thing too, black people don't know who the hell their great-granddaddy is.
Right.
I couldn't tell you who my granddad is.
Right.
I wish I could. I don't know his name. Kamala Harris, I just Googled Kamala Harris granddaddy. It came right up. You thought this was the second page of Google? This was the first page of Google.
Right. Damn.
Keep reading.
He opposed the abolition of slavery across the British Empire in 1832 and went to Antrim to replace his slaves with workers from his native country.
You know what he did when he heard that he had to pay black people a fair wage? He said, I'm gonna just hire white people.
Right. Damn.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Right.
Why would I? These that shows you how much they have hated us throughout the years. And that hate is spread generationally to Kamala Harris. That's what you're seeing right here. If you're an inmate in the state of California, you might know all too well. Go ahead.
Khan. He gave his name to Brownstown in Jamaica, and is buried in the interior of St. Mark's Anglican Church, which he built with his own money. Brown was pro-slavery and hated the British abolitionist William Wilberforce, who brought in a slave registry bill to stop the trading of slaves between different islands in the Caribbean.
Now, this is the Irish Times. This isn't American propaganda. This is from a whole nother country across the Atlantic. This man, he loved God so much for giving him slaves. He built a church,
right,
that they buried him in.
Damn.
With his own. That's what he spent his own money on. Look, this in the name of Jesus, I got these niggas in chains. I just did a video. I was confronting this white Christian about Christ and what he looks like in the Bible versus what they show him to be now. And he did everything but answer my question.
Right.
Because Christianity is based in white supremacy.
Right.
If people would not be Christian if God was black. They wouldn't worship, they wouldn't pray to a black, they wouldn't pray to a nigga.
Right.
And if they did pray to a nigga, they would treat niggas a lot better.
Real talk.
They would lower their head when they spoke to you.
Right.
And that's something they don't want to do.
Right.
That's what it is. So Christianity is a white supremacist religion.
Right.
And you'll never get any true honesty from it. You'll only get it from your brothers. And really here in the ISUBK, the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, we do this for free. We spend our own money. I spend my own money.
Right.
I spend money brothers don't know about. Brothers spend money I don't know about to do more for Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. Man.
Right.
Your church, they wouldn't spend the tithes to get your rent back. They wouldn't spend the tithes to get your electricity turned back on. You know, situation. But here in the ISUBK, we getting it done. I mean, Commander General, you know, so much so, General Hyman, he don't like how much Commander General, at least back in the day.
Right.
You know? But that's what we do for our people because we genuinely love our people. But Christians, they're white supremacists. You can't love black people and usher in the supremacy of a Caucasian. Like this. Kamala Harris's great-great-grandfather did. Finish this out. It's like
God. Brown called him cloven-footed and a hypocrite. Brown received almost $11 million in modern money in compensation from the British government for his slaves, according to the records held by the University College of London.
All right, so now try to find me the video where Kamala Harris said she wouldn't do any do. It should be in that y'all. It's one of them hoes. Start searching the recreation. All right, so the British government actually paid Kamala Harris's great-great-granddad 11 million euros in today's money, which would be, I think, about $13 million right now or more in today's money to stop having slavery on his plantations. They paid him reparations for his property. Let's find out what Kamala Harris, his direct descendant, says about reparations for black people today. Let's just hear what she says about it. And this is why you should never, ever sleep outside your race. People think Kamala Harris is black for two reasons. One, her daddy from Jamaica, which don't mean nothing. There's East Indians, Chinese people, and white people who live in Jamaica. They're Jamaican. But the second reason is her her grandmother was black.
Right.
That's the only black. That's the only black she has in her bloodline.
Right.
Kamala Harris is not black.
Right.
Kamala Harris is predominantly a white woman. A white woman who's colored brown. You know, it's like calling Kim Kardashian black.
Right.
It's an insult. You got it?
Yeah, I got it.
Go ahead.
I think that's right.
Based on color to show up and just vote for folks just because of their color. And I'll say this, you look at Vice President Harris, if she was a white person, she would not be sitting in the place she's sitting in right now.
The audio
she's
from
black,
there. We'll play
she's a woman, that's
you
DEI
want
to the core, and they need to own up with it, and we're looking for merit. At the end of the day, it's all about merit, and competency is more important than aid.
Do you support reparations for Black people? Well, listen. Again, we had over. Do you support reparations for Black people? Well, listen. Again, we had over 200 years of slavery. We had Jim Crow for almost a century. We had legalized discrimination, segregation.
Here's a little tip for brothers out there. Whenever your rib don't answer the question directly, she's lying.
Right.
All right. Why is she doing all this? What? I'm not talking about none of that. What are you doing? What's going on with you? See, the thing about reparations, she got a big old breakdown now. So the thing about it is we suffered.
Right.
We suffered Jim Crow.
Right.
We did all this. But that's not what I asked you.
Right.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh my God, she's digging herself a deeper hole. Pretty much that's all she's doing.
Yeah. She showed it.
All the things that why we should get.
Exactly.
Yeah. Like, what you saying?
Yeah, you should shut up. Yeah, exactly.
You digging yourself a bigger hole.
Right.
Hole.
And the water, give him a hand. Because if you turn your brain on for 2 seconds when Kamala Harris talks, you'll just be like, okay, she don't.
Right.
She obviously ain't smart and she don't like us. She gave every reason why she should and said, I'm not doing it, which is like slam dunking in my face.
Right.
It's like, she really don't like me.
Right.
But because y'all are so blinded, y'all don't even listen to her speak.
Right.
Everybody on Twitter, I don't care what I heard a podcaster say today, I don't care what I got to learn what she's talking about, but I don't care. I'm voting for her right now. She has a clitoris. I said, are you an idiot? Are you a god? What are you? If I had $1 for every woman who did her utmost to destroy another woman, I'd have $1 million.
Right.
Your best friend stole your boyfriend. Your best friend, she talked to that boy you like behind your back. Your best friend, she switched up on you for your enemies. Now you're gonna vote for Kamala just because she's a woman? As if when you're bought into the program. Good, but let's get to the rest of that.
And now we have segregation and discrimination that is not legal but still exists and is a barrier to progress. We have disparities around housing. We have disparities around education. We have disparities around income. And we have to recognize that everybody did not start out on an equal footing in this country. And in particular, Black people have not. Yeah. And so we have got to recognize.
I mean, what can I say? Kerry, he up on. I don't know if you seen this video before.
No, I haven't seen it, but
that's what I'm saying.
I haven't seen it, my man.
She going.
You just said man. She just told us that we already behind 200 some years. So I think reparation would help us catch up.
Right. Correct. Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I heard one video. Someone was on a couple of years ago. She said like playing Monopoly.
Oh, I think I heard that. I think I heard that. Yeah.
Like we going around. They've been around two times. They've been
around the board 10 times.
Yeah, 10 times. Yeah. We behind one time. How we gonna catch up? They got all the property already.
Exactly.
Y'all played Monopoly before.
Right.
Yes.
Before you want to get around a couple times, get the property.
Right.
Sometimes you get around, there's nothing left.
Exactly. He could buy everything he step on.
Yeah.
Right.
So how we going? We can't do anything. We need reparation. Reparation to help us out. What they say, you need that what? 50 acres in the mule?
Right. Yeah. 40 acres in the mule.
40 acres in the mule. That's
right.
What we still need. We still looking for.
Exactly. Go ahead.
No, just on that analogy, with the little food stamps in the town, that's almost like the little electricity and the water they have on the Monopoly boards.
Oh yeah.
Like we start out in jail, but you get $30 because you own the electricity company. You know what I'm saying? It's like
that's exactly true. You get a little give both these men a hand. You get a little bonus because you've been around the board so long. Because you bought these utilities and these properties.
Right.
The amount of wealth that's been generated off of the backs of Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans is innumerable. Honestly, because they print money for free at this point. We built a country that's literally a printing press for money. The value of the money is based on how much money we print. Right. You know what that is? That's called a cheat code.
Right.
That's called a money glitch. That's called a hack. You're tricking the system of the globe with your currency.
Right.
Because niggas.
Right.
Because black people. I was listening to a little bit about how other countries try to recreate the industrial era and the agriculture era in America. You know what they did? It was communist Russia. Communist Russia was much bigger than it is now. It had Ukraine, all the Soviet Union was in it. They made the people work 12-hour shifts 7 days a week just to try to catch up to America. They would do that in certain cities and provinces and things like that, just to try to recreate what Blacks, Hispanics, and Natives built here in America. Damn. And now Kamala Harris is here laughing in my face, telling me about as we built this country and we were disenfranchised from it, how she can't do nothing for niggas. I don't even think this is the one I want, but this one she's still not gonna say she's down for reparations. But the point is, brothers and sisters, she couldn't say it because she's not like us.
Right.
She's not us. She's not black. She's more like the people who follow after Satan, which is what the title of this class is. She's like an Edomite, which is what she is biblically.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'll get that in numbers later. But finish the rest of this video.
That and do something about that and give folks a lift up. That's why, for example, I'm proposing the Lift Act. Give people who are making $100,000 or less as a family a tax credit, which will benefit and uplift 60% of Black families who are in poverty.
So by default, it affects Black families, but there's not a particular policy for African Americans that you explore.
But no, if you look at
now, if your rib ever another thing, brothers and sisters, if your rib or the girl you talking to, whoever is like, if you ask a yes or no question and she don't say yes or no, manipulation.
Right.
I just want you to
tap dancing right now.
Yeah,
right.
The water. She tap dancing. Go ahead, press play.
the reality of who will benefit from certain policies, when you take into account that they're not starting at the same place and they're not starting on equal footing. It will.
Now she's talking about the people who aren't starting from the same place generationally, things in and things like that. So I'm proposing a bill to help anybody who's making less than $100,000 to get a tax credit, a tax bonus. And the woman just asked the obvious question. Well, that's obviously not just affecting Black people. That's affecting majority white impoverished people.
Right.
Rural areas, XYZ. And now she's stuttering. Now she doesn't know how to smooth it over because she did her best political move. Go ahead.
Directly benefit Black children, Black families, Black homeowners, because the disparities are so significant. So if we focus on the specific issues that have resulted in the greatest disparities, and we understand that that's part of why we're doing it. Listen, the reality also is.
All right, that's a lie. Go ahead, you can close that out. You can close that out. She's capping. All right, so look, last thing she said was, it will directly affect the families of the disparity. Yeah, but it's also going to affect our oppressor.
Right.
The thing is, you can't lift up Black people without lifting up white people at the same time. But the thing is, we're going to be persecuted for it. You know, we're persecuted for having food stamps and welfare, even though white people have it more than us.
Right.
Well, we're persecuted for those things. Though the welfare mother or whatever, that hypothetical that Ronald Reagan alleged during one of his campaign speeches, that's something he made up, and he said it was a black woman. When white people are using welfare more than black people, they qualify, they're poorer. Chill. But that's what it is. Give me Baruch 3 and 10. Kamala Harris is by blood a heathen, according to the Bible. She is not a black woman. I don't care if she's in the AKA. They have white women, plain white women, joining black sororities now. Some white women's dream is to join a black HBCU. Like, why are you surprised that this white woman snuck in? She got a slightly brown face. She don't got no black features or nothing like that.
Right.
Nothing you've ever seen in your family. Go ahead, read it. Whoever got it.
Baruch, chapter 3, verse
10.
10. How happy it is you that thou art in thine enemy land, that thou art waxen old in a strange country, that thou art defiled with the dead. With the dead.
Baruch right here, he's asking, how did this happen to us, man? How is it that we are out here mixing with our enemies in a land? Let me get that back. In a strange land with strange people, you know what I mean? Having to bump shoulders with them. Keep reading. Let me get next chapter.
Verse 11. That thou art counted with them that go down into the grave.
So much so that they count us dead already, man. You seen what happened to that sister, Sonia Masson. That police officer counted her as dead already. He said he set it up. I'm gonna make a tape. I'm working on this tape where at the end of the video cam footage of his partner, he confesses to his partner after walking away. He's like, yeah, I kind of said it. I was planning it. Right. He said the words, I set this up. He said that. I'm gonna get that for y'all, tune into the TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, whatever. But that's what they look at us as. We're not people. We're like usable instruments.
Right.
A body to fertilize their land or whatever the case might be. We're nothing to them. A dead person is nothing more than a task to bury. That's how these oppressors look at us, man. That's how Kamala Harris looks at us. We're not Kamala Harris's sister.
Right.
Blacks, Hispanics, and natives, those are my brothers and sisters. Kamala Harris, you think she look at us like that? You're looking at her like that. You're looking at her like she's some God-given angel to deliver us from heaven. This is like Barack Obama 2.0. Right. But this is just hell as you've lived it when you were a little girl or a little boy. And you love Kamala Harris because she's slightly brown and she's got a vagina and she's very powerful, and you go glow, sis. Do you, sis? You're an idiot. You need to look up for a moment and realize what situation you're in. How she really treats you and treats your baby daddy. She locked your baby daddy up. That's your baby daddy she locked up. Sexy Red would not approve. Don't get me in here singing. Go ahead, keep reading.
Verse 12.
12? It should be. Oh yeah. Go ahead.
So like 11.
Yeah, no, whatever we using.
So like 11. That thou art counted with them that goes down into the grave.
Go ahead.
Thou hast forsaken the fountain of wisdom.
See, blacks, Hispanics, and natives, we have forsaken this Bible, what God has given us as an instruction on how to succeed. How to succeed, brother, is very simple. I'm going to tell you something right now. If I told you 2 generations or 1 generation from now, y'all would be very well off, but all you got to do is separate yourself from your oppressor, separate yourself from, I'm going to say it, white people, whoever.
Right.
You know what we do now? We stream. My sisters twerk. My sisters make OnlyFans. They degrade themselves. We destroy ourselves. We sell drugs. We murder each other. We do crash dummy missions and drive to the border of Mexico, or the inverse. They grow weed and drive to the border of America, and we pass off these things that are federal crimes that will get us locked up forever, and then try to make a drive back to our respective barrios and neighborhoods and ghettos to make $1,
Right.
to not feel like we're in hell. When, brother, if we would just listen to what the Bible said, we wouldn't have to do any of that. We wouldn't have to do that. We would be rich a generation or two later. That's it. Brother, I'm about to birth the next generation. Yeah, not me. My wife is. Give my wife a hand. Give her a hand. What? I'm about to see the next generation. I'm living my life like it. Blacks, Hispanics out there in the world, are you living yours like it? To see what your reparations are going to come from the Most High. To see that, to get what God has promised you, all you got to do is just do the right thing. What they told you was the wrong thing. You got to segregate. You got to separate yourself from the oppressor. I'm not saying hate them. I'm saying, you don't interact with them outside of business.
Right.
He goes to his house, you goes to yours. You don't go over there for beers. You don't go over there. You don't date his son.
Right.
You don't marry into his family. You don't send your daughter or your son over there, marry into his family. You don't let him use your community anymore. That's it. And then a generation or two later, God will bless you for that, like how he blessed Job. We got anything in the chat?
Nothing in the chat.
All right, let me keep reading.
13. For if thou hadst walked in the way of God, thou shouldst have dwelled in peace forever.
I wish we would hear that. If we would just dwell in the path of God, dwell in what God laid before us. I'm getting that right. It said the path of God. I don't want to.
Oh, so like the peace.
In
of
the
God.
peace, in the
Dwell
peace
in
of
peace
God.
forever.
That's peace, brother. So like the water. If we just dwell in the peace of God, what God gave us, man. And that's these laws, statutes, and commandments. That's the wisdom. That's the peace. You get peace by utilizing the wisdom that God gave us in these laws, statutes, and commandments. The Bible says that if you hold on to these laws, statutes, and commandments, other nations will call you wise. They'll be like, damn, how you avoid that plague? How'd you avoid that pandemic? It's because we don't eat rats.
Right.
We don't eat pangolins. You know what I mean? How'd you do this? How'd you do that? We have a whole structure, a setup of laws, a system of laws to avoid these things. You don't understand? And some of it comes in the social. The Bible talks about social economics, talks about civil discourse, things like that. It'll teach you how to be good and righteous and upstanding if you listen to it. Now, if you want to turn your neck and say, not my Jesus loves white people. My Jesus is white. Oh, yes. And Satan is the one who will torture us in hell. Well, brother, I can't do nothing for you.
Right.
I just hope that Christian Kool-Aid one day cures you. It won't, though. It won't. Drop that. Give me Baruch chapter 4, verse 3. Christianity has done nothing for blacks and Hispanics. Or it's not doing anything for blacks and Hispanics now. Back in the day, when the Black Christian Church, the Baptist Church, all them, they first got started right during Jim Crow and after slavery, they were telling black people what it was. They were telling them the truth, telling them not to eat pork, telling them to follow the laws of God, telling them, love yourself, stay away from the oppressor, all that. But not anymore. Go ahead, read what you got.
Book of Baruch, chapter 4, verse 3. Give not thy honor to another, nor the things that are probable unto thee, to a strange nation.
I'm gonna tell you something. Even though you hate me because I tell you to stay away from your oppressor, Kamala Harris, she's doing it. she is pretending to like you. All I'm telling you is just like them or pretend to like them, or be civil with them. Kamala Harris is doing that. Kamala Harris doesn't love us. Kamala Harris and Donald Trump hate Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. How do I know that? By their actions. What am I telling you? I'm not even telling you to hate them. I'm not telling you to go out and slash the tires of your manager or whatever the case. I'm just telling you to be courteous, but separate. Because the more you're with them, you're doing what? Read that.
Verse 3. Give not thy honor to another, nor the things that are profitable unto thee.
You're giving your honor up. You're giving what's profitable to thee up. Read on.
To a strange nation. For, O Israel, happy are we for things that are pleasing to God are made known unto us. 5.
Whoa. Read it. Pull up again. Read that again.
Verse 4. O Israel, happy are we for things that are pleasing to God are made known unto us.
I'm gonna tell you something, man. You'll know if God likes what you're doing by what your life turns into. A lot of sisters, or a lot of brothers, they fall into a pit in life, a depression spiral, and where their hell never changes. You know, my rib she showed me a story about this young man. He's an adult now, but while he was a child, his uncle, he murdered the whole house and tried to murder him. He stabbed a butcher knife in his forehead, had a knife sticking out of his face, and slashed up his little sister and many other children and adults in the house. He's grown up to be a man who, at one time he beat his baby mama down. And now, even though he's tried his best to avoid life because he won't adhere to the laws of God, he still won't be able to really find it. You still won't really be able to have it. And if you want to get out of hell, truly, if you want to get out of hell and get into the kingdom of heaven, you need to lock in with the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. Started out at 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General Yohana. With that, I'm gonna close out the class. Does anybody have a comment or a question? No. We don't. We'll just salute out.
Yeah, I can do it if you want to do it.
You want to walk now?
Yeah.
We'll pass the class over to Priest and Officer 500 IBR. Give him a hand.
We're at ISUPK, starting out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. If a new brother and sister come into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are here to be selected. They are to be saluted only. They are here to share themselves with the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister is interested in a particular brother or sister, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 months period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, Numbers 18:21, Malachi 3:8-10. Maestro is 10th in the Hebrew. 10% of every penny of any increase given to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Up and coming holy convocations. We have the memorial blowing of the trumpets. This is the first day of the 7th month, Wednesday, the 2nd of October, 2024. This can be found in Leviticus 23:24-25. Remind Akim and Avwat, if anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. And with that concludes our ISUPK security announcements.
All right, with that, men of Israel, I majim, which means to stand. I majim Shabbat. I majim Barak. Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barakatah. Yadi Matah. Sar, turn and face the sisters. Sister, Imajim, which means to stand. Men of Israel, Imajim Shabbat. Imajim, Barak. Yahweh Shema Latham Hashem Yahweh Shai. Yadi Matah. Class dismissed.